Hi, today I'm going to show you how to put together my 12 Days of Christmas ornament set. So these are actually quite large ornaments. You can see my hands next to it, and you can see that there's a number and then, you know, the item in the song. So the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. And these are actually ornaments. You can see right here that there is a little piece that you can tie string with. So I'm going to show you how to put together one full one, and then I'm also going to show you a couple of things with the boxes because every single one's built just a little bit differently. I suggest craft or white, or I guess you could do also gray for your base. Let me just show you. So every inside is a little bit different. Can you see you've got an ornament hangy piece, and then this one also has a small box. That's just to keep this together, because you can see both sides you will be doing because it is an ornament. If you didn't want to do both sides, you could just have one side be blank, and you could save yourself a lot of time if you would like. For this project, you will need some gemstones and pearls. You can see I kind of like those for all of these. Some of them are much more intricate to put together, and in particular, after doing these, I didn't realize that lots of the first ones are all birds, and lots of the second half are people. And the people pieces, and I'm going to put together number 9 today, are much more intricate to put together than the bird ones. You can see that this is going to be pretty straightforward along with that one. But the people one, well, there's a lot of little pieces. So let me just show you. I'm going to move these. Look how cute all of these are. The first thing I'm going to show you is the boxes, putting them together. I'm going to actually put together a full one for you, but I just wanted to show you this little piece of it. So every single one of these have different little box pieces to it. And what I recommend is you can put together your pieces, make sure they're reversed, you know, one's forward, one's backwards. And then you're going to turn the one that is your correct side together, and then glue down your pieces based on where you think that the ornament would be best at and where it will hold up the best. So you're just going to hot glue it down like that, and then hot glue the top on this way, okay? And so I didn't do it for you right there, but I just wanted you to get a feel for this because every single one of them is very, very different. And the 9 that I'm going to show you is really quite different than like this 2. There are some that have very small top pieces like the 7 because it's just at the top, and then you need another piece for the bottom, okay? So let me just pull in the 9. And we are going to build this 9. So you can see there are quite a few little tiny pieces going on here with this. So the key is to do everything in reverse. So set it up like you are doing it in reverse. You have 2 boxes for the 9, and you're going to flip these like this. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about putting together the these people. So I'm just going to move these out of the way because I want to talk to you about these. Okay, so the key with these is every single one's a little different, but they almost all start with a black base. So start with your black base. Most of them, the next one up is something that's peach colored. So that would be your next one. And then after that, it's going to be bits and pieces. You can see I have a few bits and pieces. The this made one has a ton of little pieces that are all separated out. These are separated out because black is your base, right? So that's what's showing through. So you have tons and tons of little pieces. And I do this on purpose because I don't like having to find 2 small black pieces to put in his eyes. I'd rather have that be the background and to work up from there. So you'll notice a lot of my designs do that because I hate working with small pieces. There are a few, let me see if I can find one. Here's one, a good example, where it was just, it felt like too much to also have a layer of pink. So you do have a very tiny piece for something like the mouth. But I try really hard not to do that if I can avoid it. All right, so putting this together, use stick glue. That is my suggestion because you want to move things around a bit. And We're just going to build both of them at the same time. And I'm just going to put glue over the entire thing. Now, if you wanted to, you could pop dot it. You could pop dot as many layers as you want. You'll see that I tend to just pop dot the actual figurine. All right, so now I'm going to put the pink layer on. Okay, from there, I'm going to put the peach layer on and just glue on the faces. All right, and then let's go ahead and put on the hair or the headpiece, depending on which one you're working on. So this one needs to be flipped like that. This one's nice because the bow is right in the hair, so it makes it really convenient to not have to stick on the bow. With the made one, you do have to put the bow on separately. And for ones that really do have a lot of pieces, I'm going to show you one of those. The Pied Piper is one. It has a lot of tiny little funny pieces, so you really do need to look at the picture, the preview that I've provided on my website or on any of the places that I sell these. Look at that preview to tell you what you need to do. I had to look at my own preview to remember how to put it together. So this one doesn't seem quite right. And it's probably because it's meant to go, look at that, like that. See, I just did that. So I've got this side glued. So I'll just put it on this reverse side. We have some tights we have to put on. I think you just have to kind of lay it on there to see how they fit. So there's one that's a little more at a diagonal. And I would actually recommend this for all of your pieces. Just go ahead and just lay them on to make sure they're in the right spot. And I have these teeny tiny little shoe pieces as well. So all of those, I know exactly where those are going to go. So I'm just going to stick a little glue on that. And you've got little pieces. See how difficult it is to use? I love using, I think you've seen me use this before, you guys. I like the X-Acto knife for this because it just helps me move things into place. Just like that. Okay, so once you finish the girls, I really like to add the bling right here. So you'll notice there are lots and lots of bling throughout where I've added a couple little things. I just wanted to show you this one in particular. So you can see this cream layer right here. This is actually the base with the black layer underneath of it. So these blue pieces are separate. So you've got these three funny little blue pieces. So you really do have to look at the preview to know exactly where to put them. So hopefully that'll help you. Same deal with this one. It's actually a black layer, a cream layer, and then a yellow layer, and then red is all separated out. And then this white piece is separate, and these pieces are separate. So it is quite a number of little pieces, but it's doable. Okay, so for this one, it's a dress, so it's kind of fun. I think I'm going to use pearls for this one. And you can just get these at your local quilt shop. You can put these on with your fingers or however you want to do it. Okay, once that's done with, we're going to get back to our base 9s and go ahead, and I'm using stick glue once again, not hot glue. Hot glue has its place in this project, but stick glue is your friend. Okay, so what will happen is this little girl will go right here and this one will go here. This is where I like to pop dot it. So my preference are these pre-cut out pop dots, but you can also use the kind that's like in a full pad and just cut out a piece. So I'm just going to turn this around and try to hit all the all the kind of bigger spots. All right, once that's done, go ahead, turn it around and fit it to your number. Gently press down and get it into place. It looks like I need to add a couple of dots on the backs of those arms, but you get the idea. Okay, so once those are done, you have to build your boxes. So this one has 2 boxes. One of them has an ornament hanger, one does not. So you're just going to fold this just like that. So I like to glue this piece first. Just once you get that, you can even fold it like that up to make sure it gets glued. Okay, so you've got your baseline. Then I like to do the bottom piece first. Now here's the thing, these do not have to be beautiful. You do not have to make sure they're perfect. You can see I've got glue on this because they're just really 3D holders. So I'm just gonna put a little glue on that bottom piece. But I like how fast it glues together. And then this part is a little bit tricky. So fold this down like that. Fold down the edges here. But before you do anything, you're gonna put in this piece to your little slot. Just like that. So you can see that it's poking out. And I'm going to tuck these little side pieces in and then tuck this piece in just like that and then push it down. And then I'd pull this out a little bit more. So you can just put a little hot glue right here on this edge, just like that. Push it down into place. And then just pull out that little ornament bit. That should hold it in place. And then once that is done, you're just going to build the box. The box is built relatively the same way, but I'm going to show you a little trick with building these. I think it's easier than trying to tuck in and glue, which you can see I've got glue all over my fingers trying to get them together. What instead I like to do is I kind of build it by folding everything in, and then I fold this one forward, put a little dot of glue on the corner here, and then pull this one up just like that. Hold it in place, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Little dot of glue. So I essentially build the box the opposite way, but I think it's easier for this one. You have to build this one the other way to get this ornament hook through. And then I just glue along the edges right here. Put it right back up and glue that into place. And you have box number 2. Okay, so for this one, let's start with the piece that would normally go in the front. I'm going to flip it over. And we're going to start with the one that is actually going to be the ornament. So we want it to sit up like this. So it's pretty tight, but that's okay. And I'm just going to put a lot of glue on that and make sure I get it straight, because this is the way your ornament is going to hang. Okay. And then I'm going to add this piece out here just to keep it nice and 3D. Okay. So once those are on, super easy. I'm just going to add glue to the back of each of these. And I'm going to add this one, and I'm going to look really carefully and try to line it up the best I can. And there you go. All done. And you would hang twine from right here and hang it. Isn't that so cute? I'm trying to think if there are any other pieces that you need to be aware of. I do want to show you a couple of them just so you're aware. The 3, for example, you can see only has one single piece, and you might have a little bit showing, and that's okay because it's just kind of a tight one. The 6, I think I showed you. Let me just show you the 5. Okay, so the 5 has a small box you can see up at the top, and then has a small box down at the bottom. Okay, so let's see, have I showed you the 11? Yes, I showed you the Pied Piper because that one's kind of a difficult one, and I showed you the drummer. But just look at my shop and you should be able to see how I kind of bling everything up. You can bling it up any way you wanted. If I wanted to get crazy, I probably could have, you know, done things to each of the numbers. I haven't. Doesn't mean you can't. It would probably be amazing. Let's see, I haven't showed you the king. This one, I just want to say I accidentally flipped this upside down when I was gluing it and realized, oh no, it's the other way. So just pay attention to kind of where you're laying it, the little mustache area. So this is like you're kind of guessing right in the middle where he is gonna fit. All right, and these ones use double ornament hangers so that you don't have just one in the middle. You'd have to do 3 otherwise, so I just put on 2, and you can hang them. You can put them together or have 2 strings for them. And that is it. I'm so excited for you to try this set out and enjoy Christmas with them. Make sure and like and subscribe to get more videos like this, and I will talk to you guys soon.